So there she is again. She's such a video hog. So today let's talk about my October favorites. The first thing on my list is, and because it's fresh in my mind, is Emily in Paris. It has Lily Collins in it, and I really like Lily Collins. I liked her in the movie To the Bone. It's about anorexia. I enjoyed the movie. She evidently battled anorexia herself. But back to the subject. Emily in Paris is really good. Evidently it's made by the same people that made Sex and the City. And Pat and I burned through it in 2 nights. It had a lot of the same elements that Sex and the City has. The fashion was great. The makeup was great. I think we're going to see big fluffy brows trending even harder now. And the lipstick, after doing some research, I think I found that the wearable color lipstick that she wore a lot was Whirl by MAC. So that show has been a favorite. That definitely was a favorite for October. When we finished that, we started scanning. You know how you scan through Netflix and you look at the thumbnails, and sometimes the thumbnails just do not do the show justice. I can't think of anything right offhand, but you really have to go ahead and click into it. Even sometimes the blurb doesn't give it justice, and watch some of it. Now sometimes when we go ahead and click into a video and right off you see the O's with the lines through them, you know they're going to have captions, and we're not going to read it. Or it's dubbed, and we don't care for that either. Anyway, with that said, we were going through the thumbnails after we finished Emily in Paris, and we came across Queen's Gambit, and my assumption was that it was going to be a period piece. I did not know Queen's Gambit was a strategy series of moves in chess. That TV series is fabulous. Pat and I are burning through it really fast. I highly recommend that and Emily in Paris. Queen's Gambit and Emily in Paris. Those are my 2 favorite TV shows for October. A discovery. It's one of those duh moments. I discovered using fingernail polish base polish, and I'm using a grippy one, and I'll put it right here, the one that I'm using, and there's a noticeable difference in the chipping. And I'm really hard on my nails. They're in water a lot. I have a lot of problems, and I use regular polish because I don't want to have to soak and sand off gel polish. Although I do have gel polish and the UV light, but I don't want to mess with that. So anyway, yeah, a base coat when I'm painting my nails. And like I said, I'll put that right here so you can see which one I've found effective. And let me know in the comments if there's one that you've been using that you swear by, and I'll check that one out. I love blazers. It never gets, it seldom gets cold enough here to wear a full-on coat. So I love a blazer, and I really love my newest purchase from Shopbop. It is by the brand Lioness, and here's a picture of it right here. Love that blazer, and the reason it's on sale is probably because it was last season, but I don't care because I've seen some Instagram outfits. I think it was a flat lay that I saw, but they were incorporating white jeans. And this jacket has, I think it has some white running through it, right? Let's look at it again. Yeah, it'll look great with white jeans. So that new blazer is a favorite for October. We recently ordered a bag of decaf, and this because we love the coffee and we can only have so much caffeine during the day, and then it's too much and then it messes up our sleep. So to go with our new bean grinder, which I'll put a picture right here, we ordered whole beans in decaf, and we like the organic because the Swiss water treated decaf evidently has the least amount of caffeine in it, and the flavor is delicious. So I'll show you our favorite decaf coffee for the month of October right here. Also, I rediscovered my Velcro Rollers, and I washed and did my hair today. I've got a busy weekend coming up, and I wanted to go ahead and have my hair ready to go for the weekend. So my Velcro Rollers, and this is the size I use right here. I'll link some similar, if I can find these, I will link them. If I can't find them, I'll link a similar. But I like these. I like this size. The big ones, these are too big. I like this size because it gives it some, I don't know, I was going to say, I guess it gives it some bend or some, instead of it being, I don't know. I like these. And I use these to pin them in. And the product I use when I'm blow drying is this. And it really gives it some oomph at the roots. And I'm using my Olivia Garden brush to blow dry. And I would show it I'll put a picture of it here. I'd show it to you now, but it's in my kit. Something else that I've mentioned before, and it may have been in my favorites last month, but it bears mentioning again this month, pun intended, Bare Minerals, the original powder foundation. I like it as a setting powder, and I'm using, this is a travel brush from Hokuto. It comes in a look, Pat got this for me probably about 5 years ago off Amazon. They still carry this little set. It is, I think it's like $127. And the other pieces to that set are in my kit, but I keep this one out here on my vanity because it's a favorite. This brush, this Hokuto powder brush, because it's very soft and it buffs that powder in nicely. And the powder is Bare Minerals Original The full name is Bare Minerals Foundation, and it's got a broad spectrum, but that's probably because it's a physical sunblock. Medium beige 12, that's the color I use. And that's been a favorite again in October. This is something new that I discovered. I've been putting on my bronzer first and finding that I don't need blush. And here is, I'll show you what I mean. So I'm just using my bronzer as a blush. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury. Somebody asked me if this was worth the money. You can go on the Sephora site and get just this, and I think there's a $20 difference between buying just the bronzer or the bronzer in the compact. So I've been using my bronzer as my blush, and I put it right here like so we'll call it a bronzer. There you go. It's a bronzer. And see, I don't even need blush. So the makeup I have on today is this mineral foundation by Youngblood and the Fenty mascara, full frontal mascara, the original one, the black one. And I have on the Focal Lure brow pencil. And I have on Spanish Pink by Tom Ford and the Charlotte Tilbury in number 2. Okay, oh yeah, and my book I'm reading. If you like books about the Appalachia, you'll really enjoy this one. It's called If the Creek Don't Rise. And I'll put a picture of the cover right here. I really enjoyed sharing my October favorites with you. I hope that you will tell me in the comments some of your favorites. Did you read a book this month? If so, tell me which one you read. And if you are watching a Netflix series, Netflix or Amazon original, let me know which one you're watching. Y'all have a great evening, and I'll see you again tomorrow night. Ta-ta.